Citadel Season 2 finally arrives after a long wait, and the new season goes much bigger, darker, and more chaotic than the first. Explosions, betrayals, mind control technology, global conspiracies, satellite weapons, hidden agendas, and emotional breakdowns all collide in a finale that completely changes the future of the series. This season pushes the idea that nobody can truly be trusted anymore. Not Citadel. Not Manticore. Not even some of the people viewers thought were heroes. The story begins with Bernard Orlick becoming the center of a terrifying operation. Paulo Braga kidnaps Bernard because he wants him to help create a dangerous mind control program involving chips that can essentially turn human beings into controlled assassins. At the same time, the season slowly reveals something even more disturbing. Citadel and Manticore, the two organizations presented as enemies, are actually controlled by the same elite families operating behind the scenes. That revelation completely changes the meaning of the entire franchise. The war between the organizations was never truly about good versus evil. It was about power, manipulation, and control from the top. Priyanka Chopra Jonas once again becomes the emotional and physical core of the show as Nadia Sin. Throughout the season, Nadia struggles with trust, survival, motherhood, and the emotional damage left behind after Citadel's collapse. Meanwhile, Richard Madden's Mason Kane continues dealing with identity issues, fractured memories, and guilt from past decisions. One of the season's biggest strengths is pacing. Almost every episode throws viewers into another mission, betrayal, or twist. From infiltrations in Rome to the Greenpeace Gala sequence and the high-stakes G8 summit operation, the season constantly moves forward with large action scenes and spy thriller tension. But the season also becomes overloaded with twists. Nearly every major character has a secret agenda, hidden loyalty, or sudden betrayal. Sometimes it works and creates suspense, but other times it feels excessive and almost confusing. The show clearly wants viewers constantly guessing, but occasionally the writing sacrifices emotional depth just to shock the audience. Still, the finale delivers some of the season's strongest moments. Joana's master plan becomes fully clear during the final episodes. She plans to assassinate Russian President Iranov during the G8 summit while simultaneously taking control of advanced Russian satellite systems capable of global surveillance and devastating military control. This is not just another spy mission. The stakes become worldwide. If Joana succeeds, she could completely reshape global power within hours. Nadia and Mason lead a desperate operation to stop her. But the summit is already filled with hidden Manticore operatives, making it impossible to know who is loyal and who is compromised. The team splits apart, increasing the danger for everyone involved. One major emotional storyline involves Abby. Earlier episodes hinted she had been psychologically manipulated, and the finale confirms how damaged and unstable she has become. Abby becomes both a liability and an important source of information during the mission. Her emotional breakdowns force Nadia and Mason into difficult decisions during critical moments. The climax finally arrives when Nadia and Mason confront Joana directly during the assassination attempt. They manage to stop her from fully activating the satellite system, preventing a catastrophic global disaster. But the victory feels incomplete. Manticore survives. The elite families behind everything remain alive. And the larger conspiracy is still operating in the shadows. Then comes the biggest twist involving Bernard. After Mason's death, Bernard reveals his own hidden plan. He explains that his real objective was never simply defeating Manticore. Instead, he wanted to keep the dangerous satellites away from the elite families controlling both organizations. Bernard negotiates with the Prime Minister, purchases the satellites himself, and orders them destroyed completely. The final scenes show the satellites being blown apart, symbolizing Bernard trying to destroy the system before anyone else can control it. But even Bernard may not be trustworthy anymore. The emotional ending happens 2 months later when Nadia visits a graveyard and meets Bernard again. This scene quietly becomes the true ending of the season. Bernard asks Nadia to continue working with him, warning her that the CIA and Manticore families will never stop hunting her. But Nadia refuses. After everything she has experienced, she chooses her daughter over the endless spy war. It is one of the first times in the series where Nadia fully chooses herself and her family instead of the mission. However, before leaving, Nadia reveals one final secret: Citadel is not truly dead. Other surviving agents still exist around the world. She tells Bernard to find them. But she also warns him to be careful. That final line changes everything for Season 3 because it confirms the Citadel network may rise again in a completely new form. The ending also leaves Mason in a complicated place emotionally. Throughout the season, he continues struggling with memory loss and identity confusion. Even by the finale, he still does not fully know who he truly is anymore. His relationship with Nadia stabilizes slightly, but the emotional scars between them remain deep. As a whole, Citadel Season 2 is ambitious, stylish, and packed with non-stop action. Priyanka Chopra Jonas delivers one of the strongest performances in the series, carrying many of the emotional moments while also handling the action scenes with confidence. Stanley Tucci is excellent as Bernard, bringing intelligence, mystery, and unpredictability to every scene. At the same time, the show sometimes becomes too complicated for its own good. The constant betrayals, twists, and hidden agendas occasionally weaken the emotional connection with the characters. Some plot points also feel unrealistic even by spy thriller standards. But despite those flaws, the ending succeeds at doing one important thing: making viewers curious about what comes next. Because by the end of Season 2, the war between Citadel and Manticore is clearly far from over. The satellites may be destroyed, but the people controlling the system are still alive, hidden, and preparing for the next battle.